Welcome to this tutorial video, which is dedicated to the alarm programming in Creo. So let's start from an empty project. In this project we have page 1 only, so the home page, and we don't have any tag, any alarm, nothing basically. So the first step is define the tag where the alarm will be mapped. So we move to the tag list, we create a new tag, and we give a name. So for example, alarm tag. The address type will be internal. Obviously the same procedure has to be followed in case the tag will be mapped over external device or network devices. There will be no difference at all. The type, we select an unsigned long tag, so we can map up to 32 alarm in this tag. Okay, next step is define the alarm list. So we go to the alarm table, we create a new alarm. So for example, alarm _01, it is the first alarm. The alarm message will be alarm 01 message. Here we put the alarm tag and activation type. Here we can define which is the event that will raise the alarm. As you can see, there are several options. Raise an alarm based on bit mapping, so it means each bit of the alarm tag will be dedicated to a specific alarm. Equal, so it means when the tag has a specific value, different from a specific value, bigger than a value, inside the range, out of the range. So you can see there are several options. The user can select which is the option that will raise the alarm. So for example, let's start from the bit mapping. Bit mapping means that each single bit of the tag will drive a single alarm. Here we can define the priority of the alarm, and we can define which is the alarm type, if it is ISA or simple event. The difference is that in case of ISA alarm, the user has to acknowledge the alarm in order to let the alarm disappear, let's say, from the log. Single instance, it means that even I have several instances of the alarm that will be recorded with a single instance inside the alarm buffer. And then other minor option here. Okay, so actually we have defined the first alarm, alarm 01. Then we can move ahead defining the other alarm. So for example, we can select the first alarm here, drag and drop. Okay, and automatically we have 8 alarm. Each of them will be mapped over a different bit. So alarm 01 will be mapped over bit 0. Alarm _02 will be mapped over bit 1. Alarm 03, and so on. Okay, we have obviously to modify the message. So alarm 01 message, alarm 02 message, alarm 03 message, 04, and so on. An important point is that we have the possibility of modifying the alarm externally. So for example, we can export the alarm here over an Excel spreadsheet. So for example, alarm 21 of June, and so on. Then save, next, done. So we can go to that specific folder. Okay, open the Excel spreadsheet. Modify the alarm definition directly into this Excel. So for example, alarm 01, 2, 3, this will become 4, this will become 0, 5, 0, 6, 7, 8, and 0, 9. Okay. We have also the possibility of adding a new alarm. For example, we can select this row, copy, go to the following, paste, okay. So this will become alarm 10. The bit number will become 9. Always ISA. The message will become alarm 10. Okay, so now we can save, close the Excel spreadsheet, go back to Creo and import the alarm file. Okay, you can see here the alarm 10, it's now included in the alarm list. Overwrite, next. Okay, now we have imported the alarm from the external Excel spreadsheet. So basically, actually we have 10 alarms starting from bit 0 to bit 9. Now, go to the alarm signal in order to define how the alarm will be displayed. So for example, we can enable the alarm icon. The alarm icon is defined here, this picture. Obviously, the customer can modify the picture that will be used as alarm icon. Okay. The customer can modify the position of the alarm icon into the page. For example, here the alarm icon will be displayed on the top right corner of the page. And then we can also define that as soon as we click on the alarm icon, we go to a specific page which will be dedicated to the alarm list. So we can create a new page, a second page, which will be named alarm page. Okay, and into this page we will put the alarm list object, the alarm list table. So now go back to the alarm signal, and here we can select alarm page. Okay, so what we can do now is, for example, in page 1 we can put a numeric field that will be mapped over the alarm tag. Okay, the format will be binary, okay, over 32 digits, okay, and we can also select the option field 0. Okay, so now what we can do is set one of more bits here in order to fire the different alarm. Then we go to the alarm page, and in this alarm page we can put the alarm view object. So if we go to the library window on the right side, we select widget. We have the list of all the predefined widgets we can use here. So for example, drag and drop the active alarm object. The active alarm object is basically a table where the list of all the alarm will be displayed. Okay, if we go to the properties of the active alarm object, we can, for example, define which are the columns that will be displayed. So for example, we want to see the state of the alarm, we want to see the on time, so it means the date and time when the alarm is raised, and also we can increase the size of the column, the acknowledge time, and the off time, so the date and time when the alarm will be removed from the list. The priority, we can remove this column, and the message, obviously. Okay, so now we can go back to page 1 and copy and paste. Copy, go to the alarm page, okay, and paste the numeric field in order to modify the alarm list, let's say. Okay, now let's run the simulation. So the project has been compiled without any error. Okay. The project now it is starting, so the browser is open in order to display the home page of the project. Okay, now let's set some alarm. Okay, so we see on the top right corner of the page the alarm icon. We click on the alarm icon and this is the alarm list, so the active alarm view. So which are the alarm that actually are in the system, let's say. So I have the state on, the on time column, and the other two, the acknowledge and the off time, are all obviously empty. Now, if I remove the alarm, okay, the state will change because the alarm has been removed. The off time is listed and the acknowledge time is empty. The alarm are still inside the active alarm view because the alarm are ISA mode, so it means the user has to acknowledge them in order to let them disappear. So for example, if we double click on the alarm, double click means that the alarm has been acknowledged. So if we double click on each single alarm, the alarm will disappear from the system. At the end, as soon as we don't have alarm anymore, the icon itself will disappear. So basically in this tutorial we have seen how to define alarm and how to display the alarm into the active alarm view.